about bats tonight, you'll realize how important what you're doing is. A lot of times when I ask people, what do they think about bats? They say, oh, they're terrible and they're scary and they get diseases from them and they get rabies. But they get kind of a bad rap because bats are really, really beneficial, and more than half of the species of bats in the United States are endangered, and that number is getting bigger and bigger. What benefits do we have from bats? Well, they're natural bug zappers, right? One bat can eat between 500 and 1,000 insects an hour. Scientific innovation. We talked about the vampire bats, and they have had breakthroughs in medicine helping stroke and heart attack victims using the information that they've learned from the bat saliva. Some of our bats are pollinators. The three that we have that eat nectar, they also pollinate the flowers as they're eating the nectar. And then down in South America, there are a lot of bats that are pollinators, and there's a lot of food that we eat, like mangoes. Anybody like mangoes?
Yeah.
That bats help to pollinate those mangoes. One of the things that's important when you put your bat box up is it needs to be at least 12 to 20 feet off of the ground. So when you're picking your spot to locate it, think about that. Bats like to be up high to help stay away from predators. So keep that in mind. If you're going to be putting it up, you want to make sure it's not like right near a street light or an artificial light. So when it gets dark and the lights come on, the bats can be confused about what time of day it is and maybe not come out to eat. You also don't want anything underneath the bat box, and there's a couple reasons for that. One is guano, right? We talked about that, bat poop. You don't want to put it over a sidewalk or in your doorway or above your dad's car or anything that's like to be warm. So it's important that you pick a spot that gets about 5 or 6 hours of sunshine a day. And typically you want to face them towards the south or the southeast. Check it every winter to make sure that bees and wasps have not built a nest up in there. And if they have, you can get a stick and carefully knock it out in the wintertime when the bees are gone and the bats are gone. You don't want to mess with the bat box when the bats are in residence. Bats are really, truly awesome, and they are a very important part of our ecosystem.
No, sorry, pictures.